somebody every week, and this week it's going to have to be you.
All right. All right. We are live. Episode 115 of the Shooter's Mindset. Thank you guys for joining us here. We got star-studded panel here, like I say every show, star-studded, I think. But extra star-studded panel. President of F-1 Firearms, Mick O'Crescent, is in the house. Boom! Nailed that.
Boom! I appreciate that.
Every dog has a day.
I only had to ask you like 7 times over how do you say the last name. I had to announce you. If I would have kept talking any further, I would have forgot it. F1 sponsored shooter Donnie Flo is in the house. What's going on, Donnie?
What's up, man?
Stephen Morris, he's like the engineer mastermind, man, of F1 Firearms.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Great intro there, Stephen. Very well done. Co-host in the house, Jennifer Seymour is here with us. What's going on, Jen?
Hello.
Dustin Plouffe is back after, I think, 2 weeks hiatus.
It happens. What's up, guys?
Yeah, holidays are amongst us. I smell it in the air. Santa Claus is coming, and a lot of people, especially guys, it's our time to shop right now.
Indeed.
Yeah, I got you on tomorrow.
Yeah, see, this is true. Guys wait till the last minute, even though we hate the crowds, but it is what it is.
Now we're just waiting for the freaking FedEx or UPS gear. I'm like, oh, please, baby Jesus, let things get here in time.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that all year for 3-gunners?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually gun parts. Now I'm like, oh, okay.
But now we have some.
We're always waiting for gun parts from UPS, man.
Yeah, the post office and UPS are off Christmas and New Year, so that's going to delay some things. But show sponsors today, Tactical Shit. Shop.tacticalshit.com, man. They got everything over there, literally, pretty much. Everything you need to build an AR, everything you need as far as gear and accessories. Shop.tacticalshit's a good way to get a hold of it. And we got some deals from them that we're going to announce later on in the show. Techwear USA for your apparel needs, shooting jerseys. I mean, they got arm gaiters. It's kind of like how would you describe it? More like, it's like an Under Armour style material.
It's like a sleeve.
Jackets, a sleeve. Yeah, they got. Just check out Techwear USA if you need to get a new jersey and apparel. Blade Tech Industries, so check them out for your holster needs. Knives, they have accessories over there. Brett Russo and Blade Tech, man, have been great to the show, and we really appreciate them. So go check them out if you're still on the hunt for a holster for 2016 season. Q&A section in the bottom left-hand corner of your show. You can click the Q&A section, and it'll open up another window where you can ask your questions live to any of us here on the panel. All right. Let's see. You can do that, or you can head over to the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page. We have a post going up live where you can enter the giveaway and also ask your questions there. If you prefer to use Facebook, we'll take those too. The Shooter's Mindset T-shirts. Everybody who's ordered, they already been shipped. I do have probably around 10 T-shirts left. So if you want one, send us a PM, send me an email, whatever. We can possibly have your size. Dustin took all the smalls, so we're out of those.
Mediums, right, Dustin?
That's right.
Medium?
Most of my shopping is done at Baby Gap, so don't be silly.
Yeah, see, it saves money. Baby clothes are expensive. I mean, are cheap. So.
Extra large youth size. Jackpot.
The Shooter's Mindset app, if you have an iPhone or Android device, you can check us out on iTunes or the App Store and the Google Play Store, whatever they call the Android device app downloading store. Plug in the Shooter's Mindset, you can watch this show with your mobile device, all right? And that's it. That's all I got for announcements. Mick, let's just kick this one off with you, and then we'll go, and of course, Donnie, Steven, wherever you want to jump in, and please feel free. Shooters, for those who aren't familiar with F1 Firearms, and I'm kind of a newbie with F1 Firearms, like I said, I mentioned in the pre-chat that I got word of this dude through Donnie. So he's doing something right for you if he's getting word out, at least to me.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
So for those who aren't familiar with F1, what's that, Donnie?
Give myself a pat on the back.
Yeah, I'm not going to juice you up anymore throughout the show, though. It's done. Consider it over. All right.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, everybody gets one. For those who aren't familiar with F1 Firearms, tell us a little bit more about the company and how you guys got started, how you guys got involved with the competitive shooting community and all that.
Yeah, I'd love to. So we're slightly newer. We're kind of unique in that we have the ability and do now and plan on continuing to make about pretty much the entire AR-15 and AR-10 platform. So we started about 3 years ago in Spring, Texas. Our owner and our financier made his fortune, I guess, if you will, in IT consulting, and he really had a passion for firearms. A big one, because it's not cheap to invest the millions and millions of dollars he did into the equipment that is required to manufacture the AR-15 semi-automatic weapon system, especially the equipment that he purchased for our company in specific. So unique side of this is that our machines are all brand new, and we can make uppers, lowers, handguards, barrels, bolt carrier groups, compensators, butt stocks, suppressors. And so we have kind of a unique product offering that we're bringing to the table. It's newer, it's more cutting edge. A lot of this can be kind of attested to Steven. Steven's been with the company for about 2.5 years, just right after Dion, I think, poured the slab, or probably when Dion poured the slab, and has really built the company from the manufacturing side from the ground up. So starting with getting all the right equipment in. I mean, you know, what barrel cell do you need to make the type of barrel that we want to make? What Morisiki equipment do you need to make handguards, and what Morisiki equipment do you need to make upper lowers, etc. And so this took a couple years to get everything dialed in, laid out in the facility the right way. And of course, Steven can probably say it's never laid out 100% the way you want it, but you know, we're learning. It's been a definite process. And so now it's kind of to the point where we didn't want to go out to the market and over promise ourselves and say, you know, we can do this, 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 and this, and then under deliver. And so about 4 months ago, we put the whole package together, our marketing plan. We started working with 3 gun sponsors, supporting a lot of vets, military, law enforcement, working with guys like Donnie, and taking our high-end precision equipment to the actual machining side and producing parts that were then hand finished and then hand fit to deliver to the market. And so we hope that we're kind of coming across as taking the standard, you know, forged upper lower, your 60 series handguard that you typically see with maybe like a you know, a 41 or a standard 4140 barrel, and actually changing it to say, you know, people want more. People can appreciate a precision part throughout every facet of the firearm, and so that's kind of what we're doing, and we're trying to continue to bring new advancements in technology to these weapon systems. And I hope that our products that we talk about today and that we release over the next 12 months can really shed some truth and some fact to that. So Steven can talk a lot more about the machining that we have, as he is a genius, if you will.
Yeah, the genius, the mastermind behind it. All right, so what I get from what Mick just said, and I think a lot of people are going to just kind of ignore it, but you guys, you said your machines are no more than 2 years old. So what does that mean, Stephen? You can pick up on this. What does that mean for having new technology and machinery to assemble these firearms?
That's a good question. It's hard to really understand sometimes, not being around the equipment all the time. But you know, just like anything, as your tooling and your equipment gets used, the ability for it to hit your numbers all the time, you know, it kind of loosens up, if you will. So right now we have brand new equipment. So when we go to 1 inch, it's at 1 inch. We're not trying to hope that we're within a couple thou in our movements. Especially on some longer travel moves, you know, we have horizontal mills that have 30 inches of wide travel, and if you're out a couple thousandths every inch, it's a big problem when you get to the bottom of that tombstone. The other things we have to help us with that is we use bloom laser setting and for our tools and for our probes, so the position of the part on the machine as well as where the tool is on the machine, so we can compensate for temperature changes in the machines as they run all day long, or the diameter of the tool changes the longer you use it. So we have the ability to compensate for all that real time as we manufacture, to help us get more consistent results and consistent quality.
There you go. So there's a good machinery tip there and what they're doing over there at F1. Let's see, Donnie, how'd you get involved with F1? Obviously, you're a sponsor shooter for them. You're obviously running their equipment and running their gear and 3-gun stuff. How'd you get involved with them, and how is the rifle, holding up for you, giving you an advantage out there?
I got connected with them through one of their sales reps, Kevin Tappy, who shoots down at Tar Heel 3-gun, and also reps for Hyperfire Triggers and everything, who also sponsors me. So he set me up with Nick and them, and one of the receiver sets and the H7M handguard. I built that rifle. I tell you what, it's definitely a shooter. Lightweight, you can move it quick. The problems that you hear, people being worried about sand, dirt, rain, whatever. I shot it at the Fort Benning match, crawling underneath the barbed wire through the sand. They've been shot in the hurricane at the Hyperfire match.
Literally in a hurricane. There you go.
At Peacemaker with all the dust and everything that's in Peacemaker. I actually took mine, ran it on the back of my truck, and just left the bolt open and everything, and just ran it up and down a dirt road for about a good 10, 15 minutes, and got it good and coated, and then went and shot it. And I never had an ounce of issues with it. It just ran flawlessly for me. No malfunctions, no issues, no anything.
Does that mean you're going to call for a replacement rifle because of dings in the ano?
What? Nah, it's just a new season, new gun. You know how it goes.
Oh, yeah, of course. My apologies. My apologies.
New season, new gun. Nothing wrong with that philosophy, though. There's nothing wrong with that. And obviously, you can see the complete rifle that Donnie has in the back there. He's doing some excellent product placement, if I might add.
Yeah, the burgundy one is mine, and then the titanium one is actually a customer of mine that we built. I'm just waiting on the one of the new products from F1 that I'm sure they'll talk about a little bit later as well to finish it off and get it to him.
Right on. All right, let's hit a couple of key things here, and then we'll get Jennifer's thoughts on these rifles real quick. I always just put her on the spot. No, I didn't give her no cue on she was going to be up next here.
Yeah. It's just like, so what you think about that?
Yeah. But we have an amazing giveaway here on the show today. I wanted to get this one out here, courtesy of the folks at F1 Firearms, Hyperfire Triggers, Stage Zero Shooting Supply, and Dewey Rods. We got an F1 Firearms Michelik handguard, okay, Hyperfire EDT trigger. We have $250 gift certs, $250 gift certs to Stage Zero Shooting Supply, and we have a Dewey Rod pistol kit. Comes with everything you're going to need to clean your pistol. It's a great setup, very high-end rod. All right, to answer this giveaway, there's going to be a link. There's probably already a link to the giveaway on the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page. That's the best way to get in on this. After the show, we will post it in the comment section. So if you're watching when the live broadcast terminates, it'll be in the comment section and in the description box of the video. All right, so the best way to do it right now is go over to the Shooter's Mindset Facebook page and enter. There's going to be 2 winners. I'll kind of organize the prize. I guess the first grand prize winner will do the handguard and the Hyperfire trigger and a gift cert, and then second place will do the Dewey Rod kit, and we'll do a $50 gift cert to Stage Zero Shooting Supply also for that. If you take advantage and you haven't liked F1 Firearms on Facebook, Instagram, if you haven't liked Stage Zero Shooting Supply on those too, if you can get a bonus entry by going through the promo simple giveaway deal we have going. All right, winners will be announced next Wednesday during episode 116 of the Shooter's Mindset live. Okay, so we'll just say it out there, and hopefully you tune into the next episode because you don't want to miss out. I don't chase people, so we'll just forward it to the next person who's watching or something. Draw another name.
If he remembers to draw the first name.
Yeah. I usually draw it like, I don't know, like an hour before the show or something. I'll remember.
For 10 minutes before.
All right, so Jennifer, spotlight's on you. Camera is frozen on you right now.
No, don't freeze it.
Where'd Dustin go?
Mine's all kinds of jacked up right now.
Yeah. We lost Dustin. He'll probably be back. But what are your thoughts on F1 Firearms? Rifles, at least.
I would love to get my hands on one and just see what they're like. I mean, being in 3-gun, weight is an issue, so it is nice to have a lighter weight rifle. I think everybody in 3-gun is trying to figure out how to lighten their rifles. So that would definitely be interesting. I love the way they look. The pictures are just, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, they're definitely a piece of art, but you know, a lot of times when you put art with firearms, you think of a collector's piece. These are more like heavy use firearms. You know what I mean? This can take the beating here. I mean,
And I don't think, like looking at Donnie's back there, the cutouts aren't. I've seen some where the cutouts are like all through the lower, and some of those worry me that I would like catch my finger. Really, seriously, like as I'm going to dump or to pull up, I kind of worry I about took my finger off on an IV pole at work the other day, so I'm worried about getting my finger hung as I'm jerking my rifle out of a barrel. But you know, those cutouts on his do not look like that, but I have seen some that are like so extremely cut out that would worry me a little bit. But definitely love the way they look.
we got a rifle or a lower or a receiver set that we can kind of blow up here.
Yeah, we've got a few. Go ahead, Don. You got the maroon one, don't you?
Yeah. So there's just some concern with getting your finger caught where?
No.
Like right in through here. But really, your finger isn't. The cutouts aren't big enough for your finger. Like even my pinky won't fit, even begin to fit in there.
You seen my pinky?
I can't even get the tip in there. So I mean, it really is. There's.
Oh man.
I guarantee you, I probably couldn't get my niece or nephew's finger in there.
Hey, yeah. I'm usually the one giving the one-liners around here, okay?
Yeah.
So,
I don't think there's anywhere you could say I can't even get the tip in and then not go there.
I'm done. I can't even say anything.
Yeah.
There's one in every group.
Yeah. New selling point and possible slogan.
F-1 Firearms.
F-1
Yeah, we'll have to go back to the drawing board and see if we can fit that in.
F-1 Firearms so tight I can't get the tip in.
There you go.
That's precision quality right there.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
we really wanted to get it to where we didn't lose, like I said, that structural integrity on the actual upper itself and lower. So when we tested this in Colorado, we towed it behind a four-wheeler going, about 30, 40 miles an hour for a couple miles with a rope through that magwell, and it performed flawlessly. We actually were losing bolt catches, which are 416, and charging handles before we were losing any of our aluminum or any cracks or any what have you. So, yeah, I can understand your concern there, Miss Jennifer, but we've got a couple of actually a few shooters that shoot our platform and have for the past 12 to 14 months now. And we've had really, really good feedback. It's lightweight, but we're not trying to be the lightest weight. We're just trying to be the best functioning overall. And that it does include the lightweight side of things, especially for 3-gun. And we'll continue to try to revolutionize products for that market, similar to what we're doing for our AR-10, which is coming out here for SHOT Show. So we're really excited about that. The other unique thing, and Anthony mentioned it with that Miculek handguard, for instance. We co-designed that with Lena. So Lena does run that handguard, and it's 70 series AQ aluminum from Alcoa, which is all domestic, as well as all of our 70 series. So it's all U.S. made. Our stuff is lighter and stronger because it's higher end aluminum. We do charge more for it. However, people recognize the quality in that, and that's important. So. Safety-wise, the tipped line, I love it. We'll have to, again, take that back, but it should be pretty safe. And, yeah, it definitely loves the elements. I've ran it in East Texas mud and jammed that sucker full in the upper. The bolt was closed when I did it. I racked it with a mag in it, and it ran fine. I've seen Bullet Slinger on his Instagram put a shovel of, I want to call it Vegas silt, if you will. It's so fine, and he actually had the bolt open with a mag in it, and then racked it, or then closed the bolt and shot it, and it shot flawlessly. We've done water, we've done it all. So it's an exciting platform to shoot. People usually pick it up, and when they shoot the gun, either whether we build it or somebody else builds it, because the if you look here, I'm trying to rack it right now or move it and the receiver, but there's no movement because they're all hand fit, right? So what we've noticed is through a lot of R&D and testing that the tighter the entire fit of the firearm, from the handguard to the barrel nut to the actual upper-lower receiver to that entire platform to the buttstock, the tighter that entire fit is, the less movement and the less recoil and muzzle rise we have. So if I always say, when you can picture one of those, remember those old those desk things that people had with the balls, and you have got 5 balls and you throw one out and it goes ding and it hits the other one kind of back and forth?
Right, yeah.
That's kind of what our system has been doing, is essentially eliminating the recoil but also losing and lightening up the entire weight of the gun, so that when the receiver cocks back with everything, it's just one solid movement. There's no lapping like you get with a lot of systems that have, say, looser tolerances. And it all falls back onto what we were talking about with precision machining, hand fit. It all works together, and it's important for that to happen, to be honest. So.
Right on. Should I? Oh man, I should open up the Q&A section, right?
Yeah, for sure. Even good luck.
All right, we have one for Big Gunner 81. Who all is going to Three Gun Nation Southeast Regional match in February? Donnie, you're there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be there. ROing, shooting. I'll be set up, carrying. A lot of this stuff will be on display as well. And then, of course, handling the prize table, the FFL transfers for the Three Gun Nation regionals as well.
Okay, so Jen, you're passing that one up?
I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure out my calendar.
Can you still get in it?
Last year, all the regionals ended up with slots at the end. When it came like a week before, there were so many people that had to back out that.
Okay, so there was some.
There were slots.
Yeah, it's not that horrible of a drive for you. Yeah, it's not that bad at all if you're on the Georgia border. Actually,
yeah.
prefer to drive it. And then nothing, Dustin. Where you at with this? You got anything live, or you just want to add anything here?
Yeah, I'm just refreshing here now. I don't see anything. It is posted up, so we're good there. No, I like the nice thing. I think it is going.
Anybody know?
Talking about the dirt and stuff that we're getting in there, one of the things I wanted to point out was when we were at the Fort Benning match a couple weeks ago, a couple of the other people, when they were low crawling through the sand and everything, you could hear them when you had to low crawl without your magazine loaded in. By the time they got out over there, when they went to put that magazine in, you could hear the sand and the dirt as they went to slide that magazine, and just that sound as they went to load it in. When I went to load mine in, that nice little cutout there on the magazine well, there was no sand there at all. It just went straight in, went straight to fire, and I watched a couple of people have malfunctions from where the sand had gotten in the chamber and was causing issues for them. Maybe it's the experience I have with low crawling through sand underneath barbed wire or whatever. I can just do a little bit better as well, but I didn't have any issues.
Right on.
We didn't pay Donnie to say that either, I swear.
There you go.
I'll look for extra stuff in my packages that are already coming. Add stuff in for my customers.
All right.
On it, Donnie, on it.
There we go. Just a quick reminder, the Q&A section. Oh, there it is. All right, there we go. I don't know. I think it was slow to load all of a sudden. I'm like, where are the Q&A? All right. Team Clevenger. I ruined their name on the show. I happen to get mixed, but I ruined theirs. Yeah. Is it Clevenger or Clevenger?
Clevenger.
Okay. Jeez, I was like, I'm still screwing it up. I got it right. All right. Don't run the thought here. What is the purpose of the shims for the mounting the barrel and the rail as opposed to a traditional barrel nut? This is from Heath.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll jump on that. The way we mount our handguard, the handguard mounts directly to the barrel nut, so you don't have the traditional just tighten it down and then everything will line up and lock itself in. The handguard actually clocks to the barrel nut, so we have to get the rail on that handguard to line up with the rail on the upper. You have to clock the barrel nut so that everything mounts properly. So we We throw shims in there. The shims go between the barrel nut and the barrel extension, so there's nothing messing with your head space. It's just how much closer does that, how it helps align the handguard.
All right, so there you go on the shims. I have one, Joshua Doss. Hello, everyone. Great to see Dustin is back.
Hey, I had to get some Christmas shopping done one day, and then my daughter had a Christmas musical thing the other day. So
right on, yeah, that's
good
stuff. Looking at the website, this is from Joshua Doss. Looking at your website, you have some really nice looking products. So he's over at the F-1 website.
Buy some.
Awesome.
Buy something, yeah. There you go.
Buy from Stage Zero.
You can find Donnie on there. He's on the dealer locator.
There you go. Discovery Trails. After shooting a couple hundred rounds, will my hands and cheek be covered in carbon? Good one from Discovery Trails.
Not at all. Not at all. All the gas exit through all the normal avenues of exit, out the comp, out the ejector and everything, so you don't get any blowback in your face, on your hands, or anything else.
Yeah, really good to answer that. If you want some kind of like live videos, to go onto our Facebook or Instagram and look at that super slow-mo video that I was mentioning earlier with our Phantom, because it shows you, it shows actually a really, really good feature on how that gas exits out of the gas ports in the bolt carrier group itself. But yeah, Donnie's absolutely correct. I mean, I've had a few shooters shoot over 1,000 to 2,000 rounds without even cleaning the upper. It's unique what the slots and the skeletonizing does in the upper is by almost allowing it to stay cleaner and not trapping everything inside. So it's kind of almost the reverse of what you would normally think.
Yeah, we have a couple more coming in. Looking forward. What are you looking forward to in 2016 from this company? So any new things coming? We talked a little bit on the Periscope. We do the pre-show on Periscope. He mentioned it, but what do you guys have new coming? SHOT Show or 2016?
Wow, Steven. We've run out of space in our booth already for new product. I'll kind of talk a little bit at a high level, and then I'll let Steven kind of talk about maybe a little more detail, some specific cool stuff that's definitely going to change the market. But our AR-10 is really, really big for us. I shot it, the actual prototype, last Friday, and again Monday. And we have a standard AR-10, and then we have our AR-10 3G, which we're really excited about. The reason we're excited is because the design that goes into that obviously is proprietary, unlike your standard AR-15, where you can kind of take more of a drawing standpoint from it as far as getting on to the actual manufacturing and dialing into the machines. But when you're making the AR-10, and CJ, who's one of our designers, he's our VP of product development, and like Steven, he's also a vet from the Air Force. What's unique about that is he's literally writing the program, designing the upper lower, and then running to the test range, shooting it, seeing what's going on, dialing more tolerances in, figuring what little bugs he has, going back to the drawing board, back to the machine. And it's literally, as I like to say, an R&D dance where he's just figuring this out, and he's got it pretty much perfected. It's a beautiful firearm. It runs flawlessly. We're waiting on handguard extrusion, but we'll be releasing all this at SHOT Show, along with our 308 barrel, along with our 30 cal compensator. We'll have buttstock. We'll have our bolt carrier group. So we got a lot of cool product coming out for the AR-10. We've got our forging line coming in, so we'll be able to compete more with some of those I wouldn't say lower end, but it's more of the run-of-the-mill forging firearms that you see out there in the AR-15 platform. And we've also got some pretty cool product that I'll let Steven talk about with barrels. We could sit here for probably an hour and talk about new stuff we have, but there's a couple things that we really want to point out. So Steven, do you want to kind of touch a little bit more on the barrels?
Well, first I'm going to back up. I've got a teaser. I don't know if this works, but this is our 308 billet set.
Very nice.
And then just because our skeletonized and the 223 is so popular, you can see it here. We've gone ahead and skeletonized the 308 as well. we're having pretty much the same results with the 308 that we had with the 223 as far as no blowback to the face, no carbon all over your hands, shoots nice and flat. 308's a little bit hotter, but it doesn't seem to punch me in my shoulder as hard as other 308s I've shot. So we're excited about that. Like Mick said, we're in the barrels. We're in it pretty deep. Producing right now, we're looking at 223 Wild chambered barrels, 300 Blackout, and 308 are our main focuses. We have the ability to do any twist rate. All you have to do is buy some chambering tools. We can do any barrel out there. We do have some unique barreling equipment. Since I handle all the manufacturing stuff, I talk a lot about the toys I play with in the shop. We have real expensive gun drills and reamers that allow us to drill some straight holes. And, everybody talks about straight bore lines and being able to test. And one of the tests we do is we have a 10-inch drift pin, which the mill standard for testing barrels is 6-inch. And we test ours at 0.5 of a thousandth under reamed hole diameter. And our barrels right now are taking that drift pin and we're passing it all the way through. And at 10 inches, we're passing the halfway point on our bore line. So we have extremely straight barrels. So that's one of the things that sets us apart with our barrels. The other thing we're doing is a cold fusion titanium barrel. So we turn the barrels down to just under pencil barrel specifications. So we're running about we'll just call it a 1/2 inch OD on our 416 stainless core, and then we send it out to an FAA certified repair station, and they stick it in their equipment, and they build that barrel back up with titanium through a cold fusion process. What's unique about this process is that it is a pure metallurgical bond, so there are no resins involved. It is pure titanium powder at the micron level, and they shoot it at these barrel blanks so fast that when the titanium introduces itself to the stainless, there is that collision builds the heat that creates a bond, and so it's 2% porosity, and it is a pure metallurgical bond. So when you look at the material, visually you can see a color difference from the stainless to the titanium, but when I turn it on the lathe, there's the tooling doesn't flake and then go to stainless. It just throws chips all the way through. So we're seeing on average about a 45% weight savings, and as we develop this more and more, I think we'll get over the 50% weight savings mark with that titanium technology in our barrels. So we've got a lot of fun stuff that's new handguards, new stock. The 308 platform is awesome. We've got our own bolt carrier line with all of its fun coatings that's coming out at SHOT, but the fun stuff is our 308 and our barrels. We get real excited about those.
Yeah. We got a booth number for SHOT Show for those who are attending?
That's what I was about to ask.
SHOT booth 1243.
1243 is, if you guys are out there, a lot of us will be. Go check them out, and you can see this stuff for yourself.
Yeah, sounds great. And we also, we've kind of had a notoriety as of late for our color anodizing, which is pretty unique. And I know Donnie's, for instance, he has the maroon anodized color, and we also have a few others in our palette. And people really, whether you come from a certain alma mater, people look at the orange and they call it UT orange. Sometimes they call it Tennessee orange. But it's pretty funny to see how people have really gotten drawn to that versus your standard black gun. What's cool about and unique about our black is it's type or light fast 8, so it's a really, really hard type 3 anodize that's extremely dark with the dye, and so you get that really, really deep flat dark to it. And because our handguard and buttstock that's coming out, for instance, are all 70 series, it's a perfect match. And that's why we're able to do colors and anodizing for handguards and upper lowers, while 90% of the companies out there are not, because they use 60 series and they can't get consistency like that. Is the Type 2 color going to be as consistent as 100%? Can we offer 100% color match? No, but it's pretty darn close. I argued with the guys today because they were flipping it in the light at different levels with the color, and I was like, I don't know, man, it looks like identical to me. And they're like, I swear it's like a shade, I'm like, no, it's identical. So, Steven hit it right on the head. A lot of cool stuff. Being able to bring a barrel to market that's 45% lighter and offer that in a 308, for instance, or a 5.56 for the 3-gun world, something where the properties of that titanium are a lot stronger than, say, what's out there in the market today, like your standard carbon wrap. You can't shoot, and I don't think the carbon wraps can handle that heat like the titanium will be able to. It just can't happen. So it's cool to be able to bring stuff like that to the market, especially with the team we have. We got a really cool team at F1. It's a close-knit family, so it's fun.
Very nice, man. Some really high-end talk on titaniums, and that went over my head. But you guys who know about this stuff and really dig in, really pay attention and research your stuff, I'm sure that was very calming to you.
Science.
Are we dorking out too much? We can dial it back. Just let us know.
No, you guys are doing a great job. We do a fantastic job. We have one here for Donnie on an upper. What do you got?
Donnie, what's the expected life of the upper?
It's 70-75 billet. Structurally, the thing is rock solid. To be honest with you, I can't imagine still not being able to shoot this rifle when I'm as old as, say, Mike Sexton. I'll still be able to run this rifle perfectly fine when I'm his age.
There it is, man. That's a straightforward answer right there. I don't know if anybody knows how old Mike Sexton is, but I don't. We're not
as old as Randy Patton.
Yeah. And Mike Sexton, man, he's a baller, man. He's kind of the dude to beat at every match.
He is. He's out there. He's everywhere. Man, Mike's one of those people that if you got a bad thing to say about him, the problem's more likely with you.
Right on. All right, we're gonna hit the lightning round. We got a bunch of Q&A on the Facebook that Dustin has in the queue, but we're gonna hit the lightning round real quick, and then we'll move on to those Q&As. Okay, so lightning round for all three of you guys. In the morning, or let's just say throughout the day, are you drinking a coffee midday or an energy drink midday to get you going?
Energy drink, that new Monster White.
New Monster White.
Yes.
I never had. I've always had the original. Any of you guys different?
Yes. The Monster people showed up at Upstate 3-gun last weekend and bring us some.
Well, so Monster White. There's a plug. Try it.
There you go. For me, it's just a standard coffee with a little cream, man. It's hard to beat.
Yeah, coffee is, Steven, are you the same?
I do 5-hour energy.
5-hour energy. There you go. I'm a coffee in the morning guy. Jen, Dustin, are you a coffee in the morning guy? If I'm feeling it midday, I'll throw an energy drink. Red Bull is preferred.
I'm a Diet Dr. Pepper kind of girl.
Okay.
Straight up cocaine.
At least he's honest.
All right. Let's see. Aim point or EOTech? Quickly on these.
Oh, seriously?
I know I should take.
Dude, you should have taken that question out.
I don't know. Trijicon or aim point? We'll change it right here. Mick, do you want to go? Want to go on that one?
I'm kind of a Trijicon fan. I like that optic a lot. Nothing against the EOTechs. I think they're both good. That's why it's a tough question, Anthony. Thanks for posing that one. Really good.
Yeah, this is the lightning round. No one really pays attention to it.
I'm going to get a call from my EOTech rep in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, right. All right, In-N-Out Burger or Five Guys? Quickly on this. Donnie, you want to start it off? Snatch Burger?
Smash Burger.
Oh, Smash Burger. Oh, Smash Burger. All right. He keeps cutting off.
Got on the tip and never got off.
Yeah.
No.
Steven, are you an In-N-Out Burger guy or are you a Five Guys burger?
Five Guys for sure.
Yeah, man, the fries are killer. I'm an In-N-Out. I like the In-N-Out burgers better, but
In-N-Out animal style. I'm with you, Anthony.
they do have some killer fries at Five Guys.
That they do. Cajun. They got that Cajun spice.
Yeah, and you get like a crap ton of them for cheap. So it's like a brown paper bag full of just fries everywhere, salty.
And peanuts while you're waiting.
Yeah, peanuts while you're waiting. Hard to beat that. Let's see. Piston driven or direct impingement?
Direct impingement.
Direct impingement.
We're biased.
Yeah. AR trigger, flat or curved?
Flat with the shoe. Hyperfire.
There you go, flat with a shoe. Oreos or Chips Ahoy?
Mega stuff. Oreos.
Chips Ahoy. I'm not a big sweets fan, but I'll go Chips Ahoy.
Everybody. Oreos wins this one. I'm an Oreos guy.
Oreos win everything.
Yeah.
Double stuff.
Yeah.
Mega stuff.
On that.
All right, M-Lock or Key Mod?
M-Lock.
M-Lock.
Steven?
M-Lock.
M-Lock.
A lot easier to make.
All right. Yeah, that's a fair point. Hex Mag or PMag?
Man, Aaron would hate me for saying this, but PMag for us right now.
Yeah, I gotta go with PMag right now.
I mean, I like the look of the Hex Mag. It really, like, especially in an F-1 rifle where everything's kind of like super attractive. You're talking about a Hex Mag's definitely going to add to it. But I think there's some testing as far as like really pounding on a Hex Mag as like match conditions that are still in the air for me.
I talked to them the other day about that. They're actively looking at all of those things, so that's good. At least they're behind it and they're on it.
The one that I do have works. It's always worked, but I haven't really I haven't really like threw it in a hurricane or anything like that and then got it back and put it in. So. All right, I think that'll do it for that. Do we got one more? No, that'll do. We'll cut lightning rounds a little short. We'll do that. We'll cut it on that one. Jen, you had a couple. Oh no, Dustin, you had a couple from Skaz.
Yeah, actually, Greg Skaz from Photography. He texted in, so.
Oh, like
he's got the in on this show
VIP
right now. He said,
Q&A.
Yeah. He also sent me a crap ton of photos that were awesome of your guys' products. So I guess he got his hands on some uppers and lowers and rails and full guns, I think, too. I couldn't look at all of them, but they're pretty high quality stuff. That's catalog worthy. So check him out. Greg Skaz Photography on the Facebooks and the internets. He said, "Tell us more about the barrel for the 308." So he's a 308 guy. I know him for a long time, and so give me more information on that guy.
Our 308 barrels is 5R. I saw a question earlier. We do pull buttons, so we use a 5R button, and we use 416 stainless for all our barrels. It comes out of Germany. It has a very specific stress relieving process, which we all know stress relieving is key when we play with barrels. We chamber the 308. Right now we're hand chambering all of them, make sure we get a good tight chamber. But we're running 3/4 inch gas blocks, 16, 18 inch length. I don't know what most of the shooters are going to prefer, but we're sticking with those two in the beginning.
Going off of that, kind of with the barrel stuff, I know a lot of the precision rifle guys, PRS shooters, are running a lot of 6.5. Any notions of making some of those?
Yeah, so I kind of skipped on a few other products. Like I said, we could have talked an hour. Along with Forging's AR-10, for instance, we're bringing on a 6.5 Creedmoor platform, a 7.62 by 39 platform, and the 300 Blackout platform to add to our product line. So come SHOT Show, we'll be offering quite a bit to our dealer network, and we are still actively. Donnie is a great testament to the kind of dealers we work with throughout the country, but we are actively looking to expand that in certain areas. So
there you are.
Cool.
All right, I know you have a few more queued up, but I wanted to talk because, like you said, you can't. You have to go through a dealer. You can't direct purchase through F1, right? These receiver sets and firearms.
You can procure parts through us direct. We're going to work with parts through either our website or through distribution. But for full build rifles that we offer, we're only going to be working through our dealer networks with that. And there's a reason. And the reason is because we didn't want to build a brand without a forefront of knowledgeable people to help sell the product. And there's nothing against people that buy parts online. We've all buy quite a bit of parts online. However, it's the guy that buys it and flips it to his buddy who doesn't buy parts online all the time for $20. And let's say he has a problem, but the guy can't speak knowledgeably about that product, is where we worry. And we're nitpicky about it. And what we did was we teamed up with some really good dealer representative groups, and we're still actively expanding in those as well, to get good representation where they work in high-end stores that are used to selling these types of firearms and know the difference between a 70-75 handguard and a 60 series, and a 5R 8-inch drift pin. We're holding a tenth of a thou tolerance on a barrel versus somebody else who's just working standard mil spec. So that's kind of, I hope that helps answer that.
Yeah, that's a big help. Donnie, Stage Zero Shooting Supply. If they want to go through purchase some F-1 stuff, they can go directly through you. Tell us a little bit more about your deal going on over there.
Yeah, I started it a couple years ago, right after I left Fort Bragg, and I took a job as a recruiter for the National Guard here in North Carolina. Just wanted to go ahead and start working to build something for my retirement. I hit 20 years in February, so wanted to go ahead and building a business and building the reputation, the customer service, and everything. And I got hooked in with a lot of the right people, being at Tar Heel 3 Gun with Charles Soule, 3 Gun Nation with Pete and Chad and all them, helping RO and now handling all the FFL transfers. And then I just got hooked in with a lot of the right people like F-1, Invictus Practical, Hyperfire, have all been companies that have kind of come into the market about the same time that I have, and it's been younger companies that have been able to grow together. And as much as I've been able to sell their product, the products help to boost my image and my visibility and everything as well. So it's definitely been a blessing to me. But I've set up with all kinds of people. So F-1, Invictus, Hyperfire, Nordic, Blade Tech, Terran Tactical. I'm always set up with new people, and right now I've got everything running through a GoDaddy website, but I'm in the process of working with a web designer to build a completely custom website. That'll be a lot more user-friendly. It'll be where a shooter can come and they can look at all the top gear and products. They won't have to bounce around from website to website to website to website trying to get the information and compare product to product. They'll be able to get in one place and look at everything that they're wanting. Not to mention that I'm at all the matches. I'm at Upstate, Tar Heel, the Lady Brownells, 3 Gun Nation, and then travel to other matches whenever I can, so they can actually come out and see stuff, put their hands on it at the match if they need it, and go ahead and get it.
Right on. So where can they contact you if the website's? What are other ways of getting a hold of you?
Man, a ton of people get hold of me through Facebook and PM me orders through there. You can go on the website, www.stagezeroshooting.com. Just click on to enter the store. There's a contact us link on there they can use as well. Instagram, Stage Zero Shooting Supply. Man.
You can go through our website as well. We have a dealer locator on there that's got Donnie hooked up.
Yeah, my phone number's listed on the Facebook page as well. So, I have people. I'm on Facebook at 11:30 at night talking to people and about the products and placing orders and stuff like that. If I'm up, I pretty much respond as quickly as I can, unless I'm tied up with the full-time job.
Right on. Okay. So there you go. Multiple ways to get a hold of Donnie. Quick up. We got a product plug from Tactical Shit. Dustin, what do you have? Yeah,
so they're doing, if you want to change your AR into the piston kit world, use the best pistons out there that I've shot, is Adams Arms. They got a deal right now. It's going to be the Adams Arms pistol kit, and then you get a free barrel with it, and it's $2.99. So you can go to shop.tacticalshit.com, check out their specials over there, and then you can also use the TSN10 discount code to get 10% off. So check out the Adams Arms piston kit barrel combo for $2.99.
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
not too shabby.
Not too bad. Jen, you have a question, a live one?
Yeah, Bagger Kosh, he's asking if F1 has thought about busting into the shotgun market with that platform.
That's an interesting question. We have a lot of ideas that are in our back pockets. However, right now we've got each other kind of focused on specific products that we're trying to get to the market quicker. And Steven and I and CJ and Dion, our owner, always butt heads about what products we want to bring because they're all really, really unique. But what's funny is if you have 50 things you're working on, you'll probably maybe get one done. Whereas if you focus on 4 to 5 at a time, we've had a lot more success at that. So are we ruling out shotguns in the future? No. Are we ruling out bolt actions? No. Pistols? No. But right now we're focused on bringing advancements through these semi-automatic weapon systems, particularly the ARs. And I think our next move will probably be bolt action. But then we're kind of unclear after that. So we'll see. So it's a good idea. So thank you.
All right, good stuff. Shotgun would be wicked to see in that, though.
Yeah, do a skeletonized version of the
vanilla.
Let that jackwagon Hunter run it.
Yeah, Hunter run it. Hunter, he'll run it like he stole it.
A little buddy.
Dustin, you got one more, and then I can take a couple on my end.
Yeah, pretty much. People were saying everything looking awesome with the skeletonized setups. I know Skaz also said one other note that he had was that the American flag and "Made in the USA" engraved on the bottom and the upper was pretty sick. So you can check out his photos over there at Greg Skaz Photography. So
there's actually
that was definitely a nice little note. I know. Oh yeah.
Steven actually put that in there because it's a visual QA/QC for machining tolerances, so we know if our axes are off. on top of it just being badass.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the big thing that I like, and I kind of said it before in the pre-chat, was that there's 1,001 different ARs out there, and everybody and their brother can make something as long as they have enough money and CNCs and all that cool shenanigans. But it's when you actually take a look at a product, sit back, you have an idea, and then it's the small little details between the engraving on it or the features, or do they change something on it. So little unique things like that, I know I appreciate, and then actually the people who appreciate fine pieces of equipment also do the same. So
I appreciate it.
I got a couple on my end from Iron Pig.
Yeah.
What bolt carrier group do you feel is the best value right now? Specifically, one that works with the F-1 upper. Okay, so there's no proprietary bolt carrier group. Yeah, proprietary bolt carrier group. Right? They all work in.
They make last name now.
Of course. We're going to be biased and say our bolt carrier group's going to run the best. We've got a bunch of different coating options in PVD and DLC that offer some kind of cool different aspects to how the BCG runs in that upper with friction coefficients and cleanliness, etc. So, sorry, that's just my biased opinion. Steven, do you have a different one?
One that works, right?
Well said.
I'm all about our stuff just because I have a very close relationship with it. Bolt carrier groups, I think everybody has the brand they like and the style they like. There's so much low mass stuff out I think there's a lot of fun innovation going on in bolt carrier groups right now and in the bolt carrier itself. So our product is mil spec. It will run any other carrier that meets mil spec standards.
I know. We got a lot piling up here, so let's try to smooth through these. On a scale of 1 to 5, how many more cool points would I get for competing with an F1 versus a standard AR, Cerakoted? So a standard AR Cerakoted, cool points versus a F1 firearm.
Wow, it's a bold question. Yeah, I mean, 10. I don't have enough fingers.
10.
There you go, Donnie. So I would just say that if you were able to run one or did want to run one, we'd really appreciate it, and we hope that it runs as well as we've heard that they run for everybody else. So.
I feel like that question's going more after, or not more after, but I think he's asking a lot about our color anno versus Cerakoted, and
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And I feel like the color is great. I think it's awesome. Being able to go dyed all the way through and have 70 series so we get good color match is good. But that good Type 3 hard anno is really what gives that aluminum its protection to all the hot carbon and all of the movements going on inside that upper receiver. We can hold better tolerances because our tolerances are met with the anodizing as part of the process plan. If you're buying a platform that's anodized and then you're Cerakoting it, you're playing with tolerances. And I'm not saying it's wrong or right. I'm just saying that we're engineered for color and we're engineered for anodized color. So
there you go. This is from Heath. Are your barrel buttons rifle cut?
We pull buttons. We have a state-of-the-art rifling cell, and this might be too much information, and I'm good at doing that. But our button rifling machine has 2 hydraulic rams, and then we have a servo motor that is slaved to a glass scale. So if I want to pull a 1 and 8 twist, I hit the button 8, and then I hit the button go. And as the servo gets pushed backwards, the scale tells it how much it's moving, and then it just initiates that twist rate. So, if I wanted to pull an 11.274 twist rate, I just type in the numbers. So we have very advanced rifling. There's a lot of different opinions on what's better, button or rifle cut, and I think that the more important stuff is how straight is the bore line and what is the surface of that bore before it gets rifled, whether it's cut or it's button pulled. So I think we're hitting good straight bores, and our surface finishes are mirror, so they're awesome bore lines.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do we have? Man, there's a ton of them. We appreciate the questions here. I'm going to have to weed out some of them here. Spartan 0341, do you feel the price point is competitive with Voltor, Noveski, etc.? So price point.
Yeah, price point wise, so it kind of all ties into the whole package and what we're delivering, and it's a premium rifle at a semi-premium price. And the reason we're able to do that is because we're very, very efficient at our manufacturing. So price point wise, we MSRP at $1,900 for our base model. BDR-15 3G and $1,850 for our base model BDR-15, which is the non-skeletonized. And I'm finalizing the details on our AR-10, 7.62 300 blackout. But price point wise, we're going to be below them just because we can make the margin. But we're also trying to. I mean, we're realists. We're a young company. We're hungry. We want to get out there and put our name out in the market and get people to use our systems and appreciate them and build the brand that way. So we're not going to come out and say our $3,500 or $4,000 rifle commands $4,000 worth of hard-earned money that most 3-gunners, work their butts off to get. That's just not what we do. So.
Right on. There we go. Where we are. Okay, Iron Pig. While F1 is cranking out the diversity, keep it up. Just a quick comment there.
Sure.
What do we have? A skeletonized shotgun would be sick. It sure would.
I wrote that down. Even's like, oh no.
Congratulations on. Okay, so color options. Color options are cool, but you make it possible to see uppers with the different color options on your site. So yes, you can. I went there. You can select the color, but it doesn't change and slap on the upper for you to view. So is there website adjustments coming in for that?
Yeah, I mean, our website is constantly getting updated. We're even adding to the point where we can allow users to submit photos via the support email address, and we'll post them on our kind of like flagship page for our supporters and our customers. So yeah, look for some cool advancements on our website coming as well.
There you go. Jen, you have anything Q&A wise or anything you want to add here?
No, but I'd be all about a skeletonized shotgun.
Noted, Jane, noted.
Very wicked. Yeah,
Indeed.
Indeed.
If y'all do one of those, you need to let me know.
All right. Let's see. Iron Pig is going to throw in Thin Mints or Samoas.
Has he been talking to Agency Arms?
Iron Pig is Joshua Doss. So he follows pretty well.
I'm going Thin Mints.
Thin Mints all the way.
There you go. Boom.
Samoa's a good one.
Samoas, man.
I'm not a fan of mints in, with chocolate or cookies, so I'm gonna go Samoa.
Hey, that's what makes all the coatings on a Vortex Optics so awesome. So, it's a multi-use product, really.
Yeah, we've had more than one show where we have established the fact that Thin Mints rule. I'm not sure why you're behind the times, Anthony.
I'm just not
It's
a fan.
a clear coat. It's it's all kinds of things.
Yeah, the folks at Vortex Optics really enjoy some Thin Mints.
Much like many of our
When you get your optics, you got Thin Mints inside.
Yeah, there definitely has been a sense of Thin Mint on every Vortex Optic and every home. Team Clevenger shooting. You need a Clemson Tiger Orange. Go Tigers #1.
No Clemson. Golly, I used to like y'all.
On the lightning round, I was going to ask college football team of choice, but I was actually going to say maybe SEC, Big 10, Big 12. What's your
SEC.
I don't know who wants to.
Is he SEC?
My team sucks this year, but I don't care. I still will.
Hey, my team was quite embarrassing for myself, so that's fine.
There you go. Jen, you were holding up something. What were you holding up there? I didn't get the camera focused on you.
Oh, we were talking about Vortex. There's my Thin Mints Vortex Strike Eagle.
Strike Eagle, right there.
Just sniffing it.
Of course, I got it and mounted it,
coming.
and then I had to work 3 days, so I can't zero it yet. And now it's going to be Christmas, and I can't really tell my kids, I'm sorry, Mommy has to go and zero her scope now. So y'all are going to have to wait for Christmas till I get back.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Spartans. Nothing and like it.
Spartan 0341, Big 10.
Surprising.
There you go. What do we have? I'm missing something. Oh, Discount Corner. Let's hit Discount Corner real quick. Jennifer just showed Samsung Manufacturing DMR mount. There's a TSM10, right, affiliated with that?
Yep, TSM10, like everything else. On Samsung-MFG.com, you can go and get the most awesome scope mount ever.
There, she's a fan
10% off. I love it.
She's feeling it. 10% off.
It really is a good mount because I've chunked it in my friends say trash cans that in 3-gun we throw our guns in trash cans, but I've chunked it in a trash can all year long. It matches, and it has not moved. The zero of my scope did not move at all. Never had to tighten it. Nothing. It's been wonderful.
There you go. All right, Tactical, UMTactical.com, TSM10, get you 10% off anything on UMTactical.com. They have a variety of stuff, including the universal pistol mount. So if you want to run a red dot and don't want to mill into your slide, Tactical has a mount solution for you. So go check them out. Terran Tactical Innovations, TSM10 saves you 10% off anything at Terran Tactical Innovations that I'm aware of. So if you want a Benelli M2 all tricked out, TSM10 at least saves you 10% off that big purchase, okay? What do we have? Standard Deviation Arms, kind of a website, kind of have a variety of accessories for your gun loving needs. TSM5 saves you 5% off of that. Dewey Rods, if you're not lucky enough to win a Dewey Rod, we're giving away to end this week. DeweyRods.com. Cruise Rod 15 is still good. Cruise Rod, CRUZ Rod 15 is good. 15% off on anything on DeweyRods.com till the end of the year. And then I have a 10% off code for you. So take advantage of the 15% off before the year's up. Tacticalshit.com, shop.tacticalshit.com. TSM10 saves you 10% off your entire order. So Adams Arms piston kit, ISIS hunting kit, charging handle, the whole deal. Do they have the decoy goats on there?
I know they are at the shop. I have seen them, and TJ and the boys will probably ship you one. They do have that fast system, still that deal going for the steel targets that you can set up super quick, and that all ships out. I think it was like 160 shipped. So yeah, TSM 10 will get you 10% off of that too.
Right on. And Fort Mill Munitions, teamfmm.com. TSM 5 saves you 5% off all your handgun ammunition needs over there. That's what I got. Dustin, you have a couple you wanna hit?
Yeah, I got a few extra ones. So for your sweet F-1 skeletonized rifle, it'd be sick to have a skeletonized X Products drum. I would show mine, but Greg Skaz has it, taking photos and whatnot. So just imagine it right here. So yeah, you can use Dustin 10, and that you'll get you 10% off of any X Products goodies. You can also go over to comp-tech holsters, and they have a discount code. It's Dustin1, and that'll get 10% off any Comtech holsters on their website. And I think that's it. I don't know if H&M has their discount code up yet, but I'll hook you up with some black nitriding. So just let me know if you guys need anything with that one.
All right on. I think we're good. Any Donnie, you have anything want to add there?
You know what? I just thought about it. I'm sitting here looking at the rifles in the background over my shoulder here. One thing I wanted to mention, the TAC mod stocks that are kind of hard to find. I'm actually carrying those now. I've got some on the way, and I'll be offering them, well, for sale in general, but also as upgrades on the rifles as well.
So TAC mod stock.
Yeah, the ones like what Daniel Horner's running and Lance Dingler and a couple other people. Kind of hard to find, but man, those things they're freaking sweet.
There you go. So if you're looking for a TAC mod stock, Donnie Flo has it. Go check it out. SEC, go Razorback.
Go Hogs, baby.
Alien for short. What do we got here? Donnie, when are you going to let me? When are you going to let him shoot your rifle?
Let who?
This is from Leah, so I'm assuming they know you.
She said Alan, Daddy. Do you know an Alan?
Yeah.
Alan?
Alan for short? Yeah, there it is.
Why can I not see this stuff? Man, whenever we get to a range, feel free. I'm not afraid to let somebody get some trigger time behind it. All it's going to do is help me sell stuff.
There you go. So tap him on.
You're going to try it and buy it. That's just the way it's going to go.
Yeah. You're going to try it and buy it. There you go. That's a good. Add that one to the slogan lineup. Donnie's on a roll with those, by the way, on the show.
I need to go into marketing.
Yep, there you go. What are you? I'm just reading these prior. I don't know, Dustin, you have any live?
No, we've hit everything that I've seen here so far. Pretty much everybody's just digging stuff.
All right, yeah, I think HexMag is one serious company to compete with Magpul. Once they start producing forends and flip-ups, watch out. So that's coming from Joshua Doss, a.k.a. the Iron Pig. So he's a fan of the HexMags. Okay. There you go. I'm clear with Q&A on my end. We did Discount Corner. We're good on that. I think I have a few here, and then we're done. Let's throw this one out there. Rifle barrel length talk. So there's always, and I think this kind of comes down to shooter preference, but in your guys' experience, 4.5, 16-inch, 18-inch barrel length for 3-gun. What do you find runs the best, at least for you, or just in general with your testing? Donnie, you want to kick it off?
I'm sorry. Somebody messaged me on here. The guy, it was Adolphus who was Leah.
Okay.
And it was me. I want to try the rifle. So you said 14-inch, 16-inch, 18-inch. Which one do I prefer?
Yeah.
I'm actually running an 18-inch right now. I ran a 16-inch last year. That 18-inch, the barrel that I'm running is in mine. I built my F-1 receiver set and handguard around a Rise Armament barrel in comp. And man, that thing, it shoots lights out. I'm getting dime-sized groups at 200 yards with 77 grain Black Hills. And my 16-inch barrel that I was running last year is a phenomenal barrel, but I wasn't getting that kind of grouping. And with the regional series and enjoying shooting some of the outlaw matches, I like having that added length to make sure that it's dialed in when I get those longer shots at 400, 450 yards for especially some of the outlaw matches like Blue Ridge, and hopefully if they ever bring it back, Task Force Dagger and the Hyperfire Challenge and things like that.
And Jen, do you have any preference on barrel length?
I run an 18-inch also. I mean, it's short enough still to maneuver and to, quickly transition, but it's long enough it gives you a little bit more accuracy, I think.
There you go.
I like an 18.
Dustin, are you on the boat of the 18-inch?
No, of course I'm the black sheep of the family here. So I'm running a 16-inch. 14s I've ran them. 10-inch I've ran them. Obviously you gotta get that sweet little SBR paperwork done up. But obviously in the 3-gun world, the farthest shot that I've taken and it consecutively hit over and over would be 700 yards. And I might get my feet wet in some PRS matches, which they go. The minimum shot is like 400 yards. The average engagement's like 800 yards, and then they do go up to like 14 and 15. But yeah, right now I'm running a 16-inch X Products, side charger that I'm doing right now, and it's been money so far.
Side chargers for the cool kids, it seems. I don't know.
Indeed.
Anything to add, Steven, on barrel length debate?
No, I mean, like a lot of shooter preference. I don't compete much, but I've got an AR put together. It's one of our 3G BDRs, and it has a 16-inch barrel on it. But and I run our H7 handguard at 16 inches, so I've got a little bit of compensator poking out of the end of my handguard, which I think is pretty nice. But we are trying to develop. Or we're in the process of developing some 3-groove rifling, so hopefully we can kind of get some better velocity out of these 16-inch to make the 18-inch guys think that 16 might be able to hang.
I think we
did have another mirror. Don't do that.
We got a subscriber on. Mick, is Mick with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Oops.
I'm just trying to. All right, it went away. I think it did. Anyway.
So I did have one question come over that was about the handguards. If somebody since we were talking about barrel length too, if somebody wants to inset their silencer, their can inside the handguards, is the inner diameter thick enough, or I guess large enough for you to do that?
Yeah, the RC7 K contoured handguard, which kind of has that quick grip placement, fits every suppressor except OSS. So it's a 165 ID. And our skinny or kind of ultralight handguards, the S7, the H7, and the Michulik handguard, we use a much smaller extrusion, which is a 133 ID. We're able to get that small because of that 70 series aluminum, but still be a lot stronger than the 60 series. So. But yeah, suppressors can go in the ID of the 7. I've got a 300 blackout I run that's got one, and it looks pretty mean. You got a couple inches sticking out. So.
Right on. All right, let's we're gonna kind of wind this one down here. Gonna announce the giveaway one more time. I should have done it in the middle of the show, but we got one in the beginning and in the end here. And you'll be able to. I'll throw this up on the Facebook Shooters Mindset Facebook page for those who missed the show and still want to get in on this. Folks at F-1 Firearms so happily donated a Michulik handguard. We talked about it throughout the show today. F-1 Firearms Michulik handguards going out. Hyperfire EDT triggers going out. Donnie's throwing in not 50%, $50 gift certs.
Slow down.
50% off anything at Stage Zero Shooting Supply. Now, 250% gift certs. Jesus, I just said it again. $50. 50.
You gotta honor it now. You gotta honor it now.
Yeah, you gotta honor
They're
it
just
now.
numbers. They don't matter.
I'll send you the bill.
Yeah, so, two $50 gift certs. All right. And we got a Dewey Rod pistol cleaning kit going out for it does it all, man. It's the only thing you need. So we have two winners. Links will be on the Shooters Mindset Facebook page right now. After the show, they'll be in the comment section and on the description box below the video. And you'll have next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. It'll end. We'll have two winners. We'll announce it live during episode 116 of the Shooters Mindset. I gotta look. Oh, I think we have X products coming up. That's my wild guess.
The 30th, I believe, on that one. So.
Yeah, that's next week.
Memory serves me correctly. Yeah. 116 featuring X products. The winners will be announced. All right. So there we go. Anything? Shout outs? I guess we can roll it down. Jen, you want to start it?
All right. Shout outs. Savannah River Armory Load Up Ammunition, Shooters and Sharpshooters of Augusta, Lucas Oil, Terran Tactical Innovations, Samson Manufacturing, Blade Tech, Vortex, TacticalLife.net.
Boom. Justin,
Boom.
real short and sweet.
Springfield Armory, I got tactical shit. Use that TSM code. Get your 10% off on that go, guys. Comtech holsters, use Dustin1 to get your 10% off those guys. GB2 Tactical, Dissident Arms, Black Bolt International, H&M Metal Processing, Black Nitride The World, Black Nitride Matters, RCA, Pro Ears, X Products, use the Dustin10 to get your 10% off of those guys. Red Roof Inn, Greg Skaz Photography, S3F Solutions and Agency Arms, Tula. And make sure you guys hit me up on all of the social medias, because we shall be doing some giveaways right after SHOT Show.
There you
Boom.
go. Donnie, shout outs.
I mean, obviously, F-1 Firearms, Hyperfire Triggers, Invictus Practical, Terran Tactical, Blade Tech, let's see, Upstate 3-gun, Tar Heel 3-gun, 3-Gun Nation. I'm going to throw in real quick. Anybody that wants to come out and shoot that rifle, I'll be at Upstate 3-Gun February 6th. I'll be at the regional, all the regionals except for Texas. Come find me. Be more than happy to let them put their hands on.
Ammo is on Donnie. By the way.
Anthony's really good at promising stuff.
Mike
on other
Sexton
people's wallet.
said he'd supply the ammo.
There you go. I mean, it's not wrong with a little half a mag. Half a mag.
20 rounds, Donnie. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's only
It's just
30.
the tip, right?
Yeah.
It's only 28 rounds.
I'll just build the ammo to F1.
There you go. It's always an idea, Donnie. You can send the invoices all day.
Mick, what do you have? Shout outs.
We don't really prepare shout-outs other than just want to thank the management team. We got a really good group in our manufacturing side and our gun building side. I want to give a shout-out to our owner, Dion, who's probably listening or watching it right now. Thanks for putting up with all our crap. And to the buyers and our dealers, we really value the dealers, the guys who are out there running our products. We can't thank you enough. And we look forward to seeing everybody at SHOT booth 1243 and come by and come handle all the new product.
All right, there we go. Man, I'm looking forward to stopping by, man. I got to check out this stuff in person, man. I know it looks awesome behind the screen, but I'm sure in person it looks really nice. Steven, what do you have?
I'd just like to shout out to Shooters Mindset and to Donnie for putting this all together for us. It's been a good show. Appreciate it.
Very welcome. That's all you got?
We should probably thank our wives too, Steven, for letting us be at the shop all the time and not at home.
It's a good idea.
Probably. Yes.
Or Ruth Chris.
He's like, probably. Yeah. All right, I guess that leaves. I got everybody, I think. I guess that leaves me for some last-minute rundown shout-outs. Where are they at? Tactical Shit, definitely check out shop.tacticalshit.com. Subscribe to the channel. Right below this video, you see a subscribe button. Hit that. Keep up with the latest episodes of The Shooter's Mindset every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And I post some competition videos, product video reviews. We will be live at SHOT Show, posting, I don't know, at least a few videos, probably a day, 1 or 2 videos at least. We will be going live from the SHOT Show floor, so stay tuned for that. And subscribe buttons are a good way to do it. Email me if you prefer to do that. theshootersmindset@gmail.com, and you can always hit me up and all of us here, Jennifer, Dustin, on social media. The Shooter's Mindset on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff. Definitely want to give a shout out to Donnie, F-1 Firearms Mix. Steven, man, it was a pleasure talking with you here for 2 hours now.
Appreciate it, Anthony. Thanks for the time, man.
Enjoy it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on. Rise Armament, Donnie's running a sweet barrel. I'm a big fan of their triggers. I know they like Hyperfire. I haven't really jumped into the Hyperfire enough. But Rise Armament is a very sweet trigger and doing a lot for 3-gun right now, so check them out. Dewey Rods, Techwear USA, Rand CLP is my preferred lube. Carbon Arms, Snag Mag, Nate Square Tactical for your concealment holsters inside the waistband. They're really good stuff. Terran Tactical Innovations and Patriot Cases. You cannot fly to a 3-gun match and have your F-1 firearm and a crappy case. All right, Patriot Cases is going to have that case for you, so when they do throw it around, it'll be protected. All right, let the case take the damage and not the rifle.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
There you go. That'll do it. Thanks, Jen, Dustin, for coming on here. I think that'll do episode 115 of the Shooter's Mindset, featuring
And Merry
F1
Christmas,
Firearms.
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man. For real. Yeah, we won't see you until right before the New Year's. But yes, Merry Christmas to you guys, and thank you guys for tuning in. We are out of here.